సోమవారం ఇస్తామా ఈరోజు మరి సోమవారం జీతం
సరే పండుగ రోజు ఇచ్చే సోమవారం
మీకు ఇచ్చేసారు సరే సోమవారం
తర్వాత చెప్తా.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Can you activate your videos also, please? Cameras.
Hello, sir. Hi, I'm Sushmita. It is not possible from my side to close my video. Is it possible for you?
Yeah, this is the way you can do that. Hello.
All
Simple.
right.
That's good. Can you see my screen, please? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let me introduce myself first. So my name is IG Reddy. So the full name is Gangadhar Reddy. Okay. From 2002 onwards, I'm working in SAP. Okay. Now currently I just resigned to my company Edge Technologies in 2017. I'm working as a freelancer to the same company. I'm doing simple finance projects with the same company. Okay. It's because I was busy with training activities. That's why I could not able to spend full time in the office. That's why I resigned to my company. Okay. I have experience in all the versions 15, 11, okay, 1509, 1610, okay, and I have all versions are currently available. Okay, 1610 is available. So if you see that, you can see that all latest versions are available. So you have this is 1610, 1709, 1809. Okay. So 1809 as of now it's IDS version. I'm going to explain everything in 1709 only. At the end of the course, I'm going to show you the differences between. So what is the 17 and 009 and what is the delta between 1809 and 1709. Okay. The total scenario and prototype we are going to do it in 1709 version only. Okay. It's not 1809, but I will show you the differences. What is the delta? What are the additions? There is no much differences. Technology point of it's more additions of that, but we have some additional changes also is there in finance and logistics also. I'm going to show you both. Okay, the differences between 1709 1809 also. Okay, but as of now this is IDS version of it. It's not production version. Okay, but this is a production version. 1709 is a production version. The complete prototype we are going to generate in 1709. So let us talk about what is okay. Could you please introduce one by one in online?
Shall I start, sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, I'm Samarpan Datto, currently working in PwC.
Okay.
I was student of your 1913 batch in Hyderabad. So you might be forget me, but it's quite possible. I know.
Okay.
But I remember you. So
thank you very much. Yeah.
So that is my current scenario, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Hello. Hi, sir. My name is Venkat Subbarao. I'm working with My Home Constructions Private Limited. It's a My Home group. Already 2 weeks back, I met you, sir.
Okay.
I can't able to see the video, sir.
Because you not activated your video. Maybe in your system you have the facility.
Yeah, I actually stored video.
No problem. Okay.
Okay.
So I've done my home implementation.
Yeah.
My home cement, so I done the
Cement.
implementation.
Yeah, 2 weeks back I met you, sir.
Okay, correct. Okay, next, Suresh.
Hi sir, myself Suresh sir. Actually, I am completed FICO with iLogic sir. Actually, I'm joined in institute project sir actually.
Okay. So you are in my project team, correct?
Yes sir.
Okay.
Hi, hello everyone. I'm Sushmita Nashkar from Delhi. Okay, I have completed my certification in FI and currently I am working in Orin Consulting and right now I'm working in a Rather India project. I just have 6 months experience in FI.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I myself Venkatesh Reddy. Currently, I'm working for Capgemini. And for some,
Please, Kunjan, little bit loud, please.
yes, myself Venkatesh Reddy. I'm currently working in Capgemini.
Okay.
I'm working for some US project like CHUs, and they are going to be implement HANA, S4HANA. That is where I'm looking. I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who else? Vinod.
Hi everyone. I'm from Bangalore, or I have done SAP FI certification, and I'm currently working with Tech Mahindra.
Okay.
My client is T-Mobile.
Harinath P. Harnath, see your mic is not activated. Can you hear me, Harnath? So maybe Harnath, could you please disconnect it and again connect it so that your mics will be activated. So Srinivas, who is a Srinivas? Srinivas also, your mic is not activated. So please, Harnath and Srinivas, could you please disconnect it and reconnect again? Otherwise, you can call to Sudhakar, he can help you. My friend does. Okay, could you please introduce yourself? Please. Here on. Could you English require?
I just
Completely FIC. Where?
I have completed physical training in this institute and I got the opportunity in CPS. Now presently I am working in CPS.
Thank you.
Myself
Janta. Say all are my students only. Okay. Let me talk about today demo class. Okay, S4HANA demo class. It's a separate server, so you cannot work in the normal regular system. Okay, so I have a separate system, separate S4HANA system. I'm going to give the IDs to everyone so that you can connect online, you can work on it. Just as like just now I shown to you, we'll have a run screen. In the run screen, you have to give MSTSC and you have to give the IP address, and everybody have a separate ID and password so that we can connect into that. So here we'll have a server 1709 EHP7 system. So ECC environment as well as S4HANA system 1709 version. Both versions will be available for you for practicing. I'm trying to install EHP8 also. Okay, install EHP8, but as of now it's EHP7 is available. Okay, because I'm going to take one corporate training, and that's why I kept it EHP7. Once the corporate training is completed, I'll remove this one. I'll keep it EHP8. Okay, so that we'll have a access for S4HANA 1709 version plus and EHP 7 version. Okay, both versions will be available online. You can connect, you can practice it. Okay, that's a connection point of view. So anybody knows about S4HANA? What do you know about S4HANA? Anybody from online? What is S4HANA?
It's a workflow. It's a workflow. It's not advanced.
It is a cloud database.
Actually, up to 2015, SAP is depending on other database. I think you know the history of the SAP. I'm going to explain a little bit history also. Okay, up to 2015, SAP is depending on other database because SAP's front end, back end days Oracle tables. They may use DB2, they may use MS SQL table. So they need to depend on other database. But in 2015, they come up with their own database that is what called HANA, High Performance Analytical Appliance. Note it down that. So you can say that High Performance Analytical Appliance. So you can say that High Performance Analytical Appliance, HANA. So HANA means it's a database only. SAP, check the no papers about it. HANA means it's only database. High Performance Analytical Appliance. It talks about only database. Simplified database. So normal Oracle database, DB2 database, it is going to be stored in row-based methodology. But HANA database is going to store in columnar-based methodology. That's why very fastly it will pick the data, it will generate the reports. So that's a major advantage in HANA database. Okay. So everywhere they call it as a SAP HANA. SAP HANA means it's only database. It talks about only database. Next thing is S4HANA. S4HANA. In 15.11 version, so here SAP, they'll talk about the version 15.11, 16.03, okay, 16.10 version, they'll talk about like that. So what is the 15.03? In 2015, 15 means 2015, March month it is released. That's why it is a 15.03, 16.10, 17.09. This is all. 15 means it's a year. Next to 2 digits represents month. Okay. Initially, maybe I'll show you the picture. You can understand. You can easily. So initially, SAP come up with only database, only SAP HANA. But after that, SAP introduced simple finance. So they have not touched any other logistics models. Only finance model they simplified it. Finance model and controlling model both are merged. They call it as a simple finance. So in ECC environment, we need to create a GL accounts, correct? FS00. And if it is expenditure accounts or revenue accounts, we need to convert as a elements, correct? Cost, expenditure, we need to create a cost elements. Revenues, we need to convert as a revenue elements. Separate T code is there, K01 T code, correct? That is not there in S4HANA. Let me show you that. So KA01, if you type it, it will take into FS00 only. There is no cost element creation here. So normally cost element, what we are going to provide? Text we are going to provide. Cost element category, nothing else, correct? Text to cost element. So in the text we are going to provide here, and cost element category we are going to provide here. In control data you can provide directly. So no need to have a separate screen for cost element creation. So now cost element and GL account both are merged in simple finance. Got it, my friend? Like this, lot of changes are there in a S4. Means both are matched. Even database point of view, technical point of view, lot of tables will be there. BKPF table, BSCG table, FAGL flex A table, FAGL flex T table, total table, index table, BSIS table, BSIK table. All these tables are removed. CO data will be stored in COEP table, COEK table. All the COEP tables will be there, controlling tables. That is also removed. We have only one table will be there, ACDOCA table. ACDOCA table. So because both are matched, FI model and CO model both are matched. And previously in ECC environment, secondary cost element no need to create any GL account. Here, secondary cost element we need to create a GL account. Got it now? Okay. So I'm coming back to this. SAP HANA is only database. Okay. And the S4HANA is only simplified finance models, CO model. That is why we call it as a simple finance. Say simple finance or S4HANA, both are same. SAP Business Suite for HANA. S4HANA stands for SAP Business Suite for HANA. S4HANA. Okay. And somebody will call it as a SAP 4th generation high performance analytical. Both are even in the SAP document also somewhere they will mention SAP Business Suite for HANA, and somewhere they call it as a 4th generation SAP 4th generation HANA. So both are same. Okay. And then in 2016 they come up with enterprise management. Enterprise management. Okay, but in 15.11 only it will be introduced, but it is stabilized this software in 16.10 version. The 15.11 version, 16.10 version, they call it as a enterprise management. Enterprise management is a combination of simple finance and simple logistics. Simple finance and simple logistics. Simple logistics means it includes MM, SD, PP, all models together. Okay. Say normally they will say that in a market, in a Amirpet market, they'll say simple logistics. They'll teach only one model. That is not simple logistics. Simple logistics means they need to teach how procurement will be happening, how manufacturing is happening, how sales will happening. It means it's a combination of MM, PP, and SD. In our course, we are going to see the flow, complete flow. In our simple finance, we are not going to very in depth into logistics model, but complete MM integration with GST, SD integration with GST, and PP integration we are going to talk about in product costing model. Okay, and here material ledger is mandatory. When you are doing MM integration configuration, in ECC environment, material ledger is not required, correct? So I am going to talk about here material ledger with the actual costing also. Okay, price determination 2, price determination 3 will be there in material ledger. That is what we are going to see in here in S4HANA also. Okay, the total product costing and material ledger also we are going to see that. Okay, in product costing also the major bifurcations you can see that. Actually, your variance is going to be settled to COPA, correct? And variance is going to be settled means your variance bifurcation you can see in only COPA model, correct or not? When you are doing the variance settlement to the variance settlement, say you cannot see any bifurcation finance model. Simply price production variance account will be debited, cost of goods manufactured will be credited, correct? But you cannot see the bifurcation. So what is my input price variance? What is my quantity variance? What is my mixed price variance? That details you cannot see in finance model. When you do the configuration of COPA model, then only you can see the bifurcation. But SAP provided a very good functionality. Variance bifurcation also we can see that. So SAP delivered that. mute your phones, please? Mics, please. So this is a cog splitting, variance splitting. These two options are SAP delivered. Okay. So separate accounts you can maintain it. Input price difference account, okay, separately we can maintain. This is a new functionality in S4HANA. This is not there. In ECC environment, when you are implementing COPA module only, this bifurcation you can see in the COPA. Okay. And the beautiful functionality in the COPA also. Previously we used costing based methodology. SAP is always recommending now account based methodology. So what is the disadvantage in account based methodology? What all advantage they added in the account based methodology, SAP is suggesting to use account based methodology. I'm going to show you both. So what is account based methodology and what is a costing based methodology? Costing based COPA, account based COPA, how it will come, how the data will be updated. So we'll see the differences also. Cog splitting. This is also one more major advantage in S4HANA, cog splitting, COGS splitting. See, when you're doing a delivery, outbound delivery, after that we'll do the PG, picking request and PGA. When you do the PGA, accounting document is going to be generated. What is accounting document? Cost of goods sold account to inventory finished goods. But cost of goods sold splitting, this cost of goods sold involves your raw material cost, your conversion cost, your overhead cost. The details you cannot see in the accounting document. When we can get the details? In COPA only. When you implemented COPA only, you can see the bifurcation. Your cost component structure is going to be linked to your variance components, and automatically your cog splitting will update it in the COPA one. Okay, but in S4HANA, you can get the cog splitting also. So you can see that splitting structure, how it will work. This is the way it will update. Cog splitting, domestic material, import material, procurement. Okay, so like this, the data is going to split it will be posted to separately when you're doing a PGA. When you do the PGA, cog splitting is going to happen. So this is of the major benefits in a S4HANA. Okay, so with that simple logistics, we are going to cover that areas also. Okay, integration, PP integration, and SD integration, including GST. I'm going to expand it so that you can cover everything. Okay, COPA as well as material ledger concepts. Okay, that's a major thing. Okay, let's come back to this history of the SAP. So everybody knows this history already, but I'm just highlighting the bullet points. In 1972, SAP introduced R1 architecture. Everybody knows. In 1980, R2 architecture. So you know that R2 architecture or is R1 architecture. Okay. So your real-time data is going to be updated, but in R1 architecture, your application layer, presentation layer, application layer, database layer sitting in one location. That's the R1 architecture. In R2 architecture, presentation in different location, but your application database in the same location. The users are sitting in different locations, but they are going to connect to the SAP system through internet with VPN connection. Okay, they'll connect. That is R2 architecture. In 1990, R3 architecture is introduced by the SAP, having presentation, application, and database. So most of the customers are attracted in this version, 1990 version. Most of the customers, because SAP introduced multi-country functionality, multi-language functionality, multi-currency functionality introduced in 1991 in R3 environment. It's a very, very successful version. It was introduced in 1990. In 1999, web-based technologies are added. Web-based technologies like CRM, SRM, these tools are added. FSCM, SCM, okay, lot of tools are added, additional tools, okay. CRM stands for customer relationship management, SRM stands for supply relationship management, SCM stands for supply chain management, FSCM stands for financial supply chain management, SCM stands for strategic enterprise management, PCM stands for product catalog management, PLM stands for product life cycle management, okay, APO, advanced process optimizer. Like this, SAP added so many web-based tools to interact with the different customers are located in different countries, okay. So you have to have a different technologies are there, you can connect it to the different technologies through SAP through this web-based tools. NetWeaver is a connection between SAP to non-SAP environment. It was introduced in 2004. In 2004, ECC 6.0, within that, EHP1, EHP2, EHP7, like this. Now recently, 2005 it was introduced to, 2015 it was introduced to EHP8 also. From 2005 onwards, they have not released any versions. Up to 2015, they are releasing only packages. EHP1, EHP2, they are releasing packages. They have not released any version because they planned it for S4HANA long back. Because they are not released after 6.0, there is no version. Packages they are releasing. EHP1, EHP2 like this, EHP7. Currently we are using EHP7, EHP8 also is there. But if you want to load EHP8 version, 16 GB RAM is required. That's why Amirpet people, they are not promoting this EHP8 they are not promoting because 16 GB RAM is required. Hard disk 1 terabyte is required. That's why they are not promoting that. Otherwise they are loading EHP7 version only. Okay. So this is my server. I have a lot of databases there. I'm trying to load EHP8 also. So that you can see that EHP8 experience also. Okay. The main difference in EHP7 and EHP8 is EHP8 is HANA compatibility is there. With EHP8 version, the database you can use HANA database. That is the advantage of EHP8 version. No need to utilize MS SQL, HANA database. So a lot of people are not able to load the HANA database because use database will be there. So that is a drawback. That's why people are not loading. Okay, they are loading in MS SQL with the EHP8 only. They are not using HANA. But EHP8 is compatible with the HANA database. HANA database. That's a major advantage. And in that EHP8, SAP provided a new asset accounting functionality also. New asset accounting functionality. As I mentioned, in 2015, SAP introduced S4HANA concept. So now you understand the difference between what is a SAP HANA, S4HANA, S4HANA Enterprise Management. SAP HANA is only database, S4HANA is a simple finance, and Enterprise Management, S4HANA Enterprise Management is a combination of simple finance and simple logistics. Okay, S4HANA Enterprise Management. Okay. So everybody clear about this? Any question in this slide? Any questions in this slide, please?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Let me talk about, so what are the key things about S4HANA? What is the bullet points related to S4HANA? If you talk about S4HANA. SAP is claiming that it's a next generation ERP. It's a 2005 6.0 it is. A lot of customers are included, attracted into ECC 6.0 version. But SAP is claiming that this is a new generation ERP. Definitely they are going to grab monopoly. Almost 70% of ERP market is occupied with this ECC environment. Remaining percentage is going to be grabbed through his HANA. Because SAP is not supporting for the ECC environment. They are not giving any licenses, new licenses to the customers. They are stopping the new licenses. They are giving only S4HANA licenses only. Maybe in a couple of years they may go, they are going to withdraw the support of ECC. Because if they want to promote this product, they will withdraw. See, everybody knows that iPhone X, iPhone 6, iPhone 7, what they do? If they are releasing a new product, they'll stop the old product production. They're not, even though they have stock, they will not sell it. They'll stop it. To promote the new product, definitely they will do that. Similarly, same. SAP also, they're stopping issuing the licenses, the old version ECC. They're giving the new licenses to the customer only HANA based S4HANA system. And customers are using the old ECC environment, they'll stop the supporting also. That is what they mentioned, but they will not stop it. They're saying that. Definitely they will not stop it because I purchase a software from you. So why you can't you support it? That is mandatory. Okay? But SAP is saying that. It's a rumor only, but it will support it. Okay? For existing customers, they will support it. It's a new generation ERP, definitely. It's a very revolutionary architecture. So very fastly will be there. That is where you call it as a fast in-memory database. So what is a fast in-memory database? Previously, the data is flowing from presentation to application, application to database. The flow will happen like this. So what are the transactions I am doing in a presentation system, presentation layer? The data goes to application server, application to database, pulling the data, again it will reprocess in the application, and then it will project it to the users in the presentation layer. So this is a multi-layer activity. But in S4HANA, all the data will be stored in application level. Very rare case it goes to the database. Whenever you click on save button, then only it goes to the data. Otherwise it will not go to the database. Everything will be keep it ready in a application. Application itself, memory level itself. It not go to the database. That's why in S4HANA, if you want to load it, normally if you want to load ECC system, what is the RAM is required? 4 GB RAM is enough. Hard disk is 500 GB is enough, correct? Yes. If you want to load SAP software, S4HANA software, 256 RAM is required. You understand? 4 GB, 256. With the 4 GB you can load ECC, but 256 RAM is required to load S4HANA system. That much server fast will be there. Because everything will be loaded at a RAM level. It will be there in the RAM level. So monitor to RAM. Monitor to RAM, immediately it will go the information, communication. Very rare case, whenever you storing the data, it goes to the database. Until then it will not go to the database. That is what called in-memory database system. It's a in-memory. And storing the columnar storage, just to explain it, the data in tables, so Oracle tables and MS SQL tables, and all the tables will be stored in row-based methodology. I have a present slide is there. Yes, this is a slide. In old data, I store it columnar row-based methodology. Customer A, product A, segment A, value, quantity. If you want to pick any data, it is going to read all the columns. Correct, no? It's going to read all the columns picking the data. But when it comes to here, so if you want to read A001 customer data, it will directly hit this column and pick the data. Reading all rows, all columns, it is very difficult, correct? One column directly it is hitting and getting the data is very fast. This is called columnar storage. This is row-based methodology. This is old technology. This is the new technology. Is applied in a S4HANA environment. Got it now? In-memory database. In-memory database. It's a very, very advanced concept. Analytical reports you can get very fastly. Very fastly you can get it. I'm a finance director. It's a board meeting with the chairman. A lot of directors are there. I have 10 companies. So I want to project my financial reports on all the 10 company codes. Very fastly we can project it. Very fast. Analytical data, you can get it very fast. You can go to the meeting, you can add it. Suppose already prepare for 10 companies and chairman is asking, what about the other 2 company codes? And you can pull the data even though they are not in SAP environment. You can pull the data. That is a compatibility is there in a SAP HANA environment. even though they are not in SAP system. So you can pull the data. That is the beauty of analytical reports in S4HANA environment. Okay, so because the data is very fastly, you can get it, and fastly we can pull it. Same as like how the news readers are showing the exit polls and survey reports. Na? Similarly, you can generate a logical reports with graphical presentation. You can generate. Okay, that is a major advantage in a S4HANA environment. Third thing is Fury. It's a beautiful user experience. Fury applications. So till now, you are doing a transactions in easy access screen, correct? Every transaction in a SAP menu. SAP menu you are doing all transactions. It may be a master data creation, it may be a transaction data postings, or it may be a report generation. All these things you are going to see in a SAP GUI, SAP easy access screen, correct? SAP delivered, HANA delivered one more thing, Fury applications. Fury applications. So I'm going to explain to you Fury system. This is a Fury environment. So you can create a GL accounts, you can create a banks accounts, you can create a profit centers. Whatever you do in a easy access screen, you can do it from Fury applications. I'm going to explain the Fury process also. How to add the styles, how to create a folders, how to create a transactions. First, I'm going to explain how we can create a GL account in a easy access screen. The same GL account, how we can create from Fury applications. So what is the major advantage of Fury applications means? No need to have a SAP connection. You should have access to system through internet. You can access anywhere. Just you should have the internet facility. Just to copy this link and update in your internet browser in the mobile. You can access any transaction. You are going on flight. You want to approve the PO. You want to approve the payment process. You can approve easily without any time gap. You should have internet facility. That's all. You can use this applications perfectly. That's a major advantage of Fury applications. A lot of Fury applications are provided by the SAP. Some of the Fury applications I already added, but I can show you how to add these Fury applications. How can you use these applications? How can you create a folders? How can you use these folders? How can you delete it? Everything I'm going to explain it. Okay, that's what the Fury. So that's a beautiful user interface. Very easily you can do that. No need to have SAP knowledge. Simply you can give GL debit, GL credit, document data, everything. Easy access process. Initially it will be very difficult process, but once you understand very easily, you can do that. Next thing is digital codes. So with this S4HANA, lot of data you can get it from the digital sense. Okay, connected to the sensors, connected to the other third-party devices, big data, and JAM network. Like so WhatsApp is there. Similarly, SAP provided a separate environment, JAM. It's a separate network. There you can communicate with the SAP people. Any errors are there, you can go to the JAM network, you can place a question, automatically get a lot of questions. A lot of expert consultants will be there, and even SAP consultants also will be there. If you have any query, any error is there, you can go to the JAM network, you can send a mail to them or update in your query question, so automatically they'll respond. It's like a WhatsApp. It's a group of consultants. So JAM network is provided in S4HANA environment. So what is a digital code majorly means? Like if you go to the supermarket, when you go entering into supermarket, sensors will be there. Based on the sensors, door will be open automatically. Correct? So how many times this door is opening, door is closing? How many people are entering into the supermarket? How many people are going out of the supermarket? This is the data. This data is required to do the analysis. Correct, na? So how many customers are, footprints are there in my supermarket? They can analyze it. and month to month they can analyze it. Based on that, the demand is there, not demand is there. Based on the demand, based on the customers, they'll put the materials in the supermarket. So that analysis we can do through sensors. So SAP S4HANA is compatible with this sensor data. Based on sensor data, you can analytical reports you can generate it. The big data also you can connect it. So third-party systems. So SAP, that's very called as a central finance. Central finance means a group of companies, they are using SAP software. A group of companies are using a different softwares. The central finance will migrate all the data. They are in Oracle Finances. I'm using SAP software. The central finance will facilitate the migration process, generate a group reporting, consolidation report for analytical purpose for higher level management. They are not in SAP. They are using different softwares. And I'm using SAP software. So SAP software data and non-SAP data, we can put it into central finance. You can generate a consolidation reports and global reporting purpose. So that is very called as a central finance. I'm going to teach you central finance also, but it's only theoretical part I'm going to explain. Practically, I cannot show you that because we have only SAP system. We don't have any non-SAP system. The central finance is a separate topic. We are going to explain thoroughly. Okay, theoretical point of view. Okay. And SAP S4HANA supports 10 LOBs, line of businesses. LOB stands for line of businesses. For 25 industries, it is going to be supported. See, remember ECC environment, we have IS retail, IS chemical, IS pharmaceutical like this. 36 industries SAP delivered industry solutions. Industry solutions for retail, industry solutions for chemical, industry solutions for oil and natural like this. Similarly, S4HANA also, now it is delivered for 25 types of industries with this 10 line of businesses. It may be finance, it may be HR, it may be source and procurement, supply chain, manufacturing, research and development, asset management, sales, marketing and commerce, and then customer services. With this line of businesses, SAP delivered software. It's a pre-configured, pre-designed software in S4HANA. Okay, with the 25 types of industries. Suppose my company is a retail company, directly I can purchase retail software. But you are going to learn S4HANA with the common business. If you are a S4HANA consultant, you should be able to configure any type of industry. So not to do specific industry, I'm explaining. So that is where S4HANA you are learning. Okay, but that is as licenses for the customers. And S4HANA we can use in cloud and on-premises. So what is a cloud and on-premises?
Server maintenance.
Yeah, server maintenance, applications maintenance, devs, and software maintenance will be taken care by SAP. It's in cloud. Cloud environment means the hardware, software is both managed by the SAP. Both managed by the SAP. We're going to connect it and we're going to work. Like, see here, somebody is managing my server. I'm going to connect it through cloud. Correct? Now I'm using cloud system. Correct? I don't have any server in my VTAP IT. I don't have the server here. Correct? Server is somebody is managing. I'm using that. This is my own server. Like this, cloud system will be there. On-premises means my server is here only. I am the responsible for my hardware. I am the responsible for my software. Any problem is there, then I need to take care of. In cloud environment, the problem will be taken care by SAP company. They will facilitate it. Hardware, software, they will facilitate, you can use it. You have to pay some amount. But when it comes to on-premises, you should take care of everything. Hardware is your responsibility, software is your responsibility. License, they will provide it. That is what called on-premises. Simple bus. You're storing your data in your hard disk. Who is responsible for that? You are the responsible because you are storing your data in your own hard disk. Your data deletion, security, your responsibility, correct? Any problem in the hard disk, you have to resolve it. But you are storing the data in Google Drive. Storing the data in Google Drive, you are sharing to the multiple people. Correct or not? So we are also going to do the same thing. Say our data is going to be stored in Google Drive. So what are the recordings I am going to do every day? So every data, every class is going to be recorded. Every class is going to be recorded. So we are recording another class now. This is going to be shared to everyone. And we are going to put it into Google Drive. So like this, we are going to put it into Google Drive. Every class recordings, I am going to share it to everyone. So recordings will be there. S4HANA batch. So recordings will be there every day. Class recordings will be there. Every class will be shared to everyone. Other files also will be stored here. Any presentation file, any notepad file, what I am recording, so I'm going to keep it here. So everybody sharing will be there. The people are going to connect it, they can share it, the data. Okay. So that is what called cloud environment. Storing the data into Google Drive, this cloud environment. Somebody has deleted the data, somebody has modified the data, I am not the responsible, correct? I can restrict the data, but somebody is deleted, Google is responsible, I am not responsible. Okay, because I will have the most of the access, so everybody will give the read-only access. They will not have the write access, only read-only access will be there. They cannot do anything. Okay, in the Google Drive also. Okay, so that is the facility is called cloud and on-premises. You can understand now what is a cloud and on-premises. SAP providing both facilities because to implement S4HANA again I need to have a additional hardware facility. Correct? Software facility is also required. New license you need to purchase. Same time I need to replace my hard disk also. Same time I need to replace my RAMs also. System has to be changed, correct? So now that's very expensive. First time what they will do, they will go cloud-based methodology. So what is S4HANA? First you need to understand it. Cloud-based methodology, they will purchase it, they will check it, where everything is okay, then they will go for on-premises methodology. Okay? It depends on customer financial, they can go with cloud or on-premises also. And then next one more thing is more simplicity. So more simplicity means what? The database, they have simplified it. Lot of tables they removed it. They kept only one table, ACDOCA table. Financial point of view, ACDOCA. For materials, all logistics tables are converted to only one table, MRGDOC. They are not removed the tables, they converted as a views. Because existing customer data will be there. Na? The customers are using existing customers, they are using some data. Already data is there in a BS Egypt, BSIS table, BS AS table, BS IK table, all the tables are there. Table, total tables and the index tables. Data will be there. The data is not being removed. But going forward, all the data will be stored in ACDOC table. You have any existing program is there, that existing program, select program is, select query is going to be read in the BSCG table or BSIS table. What happens? This BSIS table will be converted as a view. V underscore BSIS table will be converted. The total data will be read from the ACDOC table. So we have very good example is there. So first thing is I'm going to talk about yes, this is the tables. So we have a lot of tables are there, finance tables. BSIS, BSIT, BSIK, all these tables are converted as a views. View is different, table is different. Table will store the data. View will not store the data. View will pick the data from the tables. View will pick the data from the table. It's only array. View is only array. It picks the data from the tables. So here, all the data, almost 30 more tables, more than 30 tables will store in a ACDOCA table only now in S4HANA. So BKPF and S4HANA, ACDOCA table. Header data as it is will store BKPF only. There is no change in header information, BKPF. But the line item data will be stored in ACDOCA table. Almost more than 400 fields are there in ACDOCA. Let me show you that. Almost 411 fields are there. 411 fields. All data will be stored here. Let me show you. Say currency unit. How many currencies you can use in ECC environment? Three currencies. One more currency will be a document currency, correct? 3 parallel currencies. And additionally, document currency will be there. Total 4 currencies it will be stored, correct? But in S4HANA, we have 8 more currencies. See here, currency 1, currency 2. So 8 more currencies are added by the SAP. Apart from these 3 currencies, 8 more currencies are added here. We can use that many currencies in S4HANA. Unit of measures also will be stored in ACDOCA table. Account assignments, your cost center, profit center. Normally, cost center where it will be available? BSCG table, you can see cost center. You cannot see in BSCG table cost center details. You can see only COEP table. Okay. Profit center data, you can see in FAGL FlexA table. BSCG table, profit center will be there, only one line item it will store. Double line, second line item you cannot see the profit center in a BSCG table. And you have to go to the 2 line items profit center details, you can go to the FAGL FlexA table, you can see that. So now it is available in ACDOCA table directly. Functional area, business area, controlling area, segment, everything you can see that. Value fields data. COPA tables. COPA data will be stored here, account based COPA. Subledger data also you can see here. Subledger data. The customers vendor data also you can store here. Asset accounting subledger data also you can see here. The major change in asset accounting, S4HANA, lot of changes are there. The depreciation run changes, complete screen changes is there. Okay. Now in depreciation AFAB will run it, correct? The program is that RAPOST program is there. Now the program is changed now. I will show you that. Subledger CO. CO data will be stored here. COPA data, material ledger data, COPA data will store here. Exits, COPA exits. So material ledger data also will be stored here on that. ML data will be stored. ML data, subledger of ML. So material ledger is mandatory, I told clearly. Okay. The major changes in asset accounting, new asset accounting. So if you want to post a asset acquisition, what is the entry? Asset account debit to vendor account. Asset account debit to vendor account credit. Here, say asset account to vendor account will be debited. and a separate posting will be there in asset document, correct? Asset transaction will be started ACC environment. But when it comes to S4HANA, asset account debit, asset technical clearing account will be credited, and asset technical clearing account will be debited, and vendor account will be credited. It's operating part, valuating part. Two parts will be there in asset accounting postings. So let me show you one entry. See, different reports. So local currency in USD, local currency Euro. 3 different currencies you can see that. And IFRS also, you can see local currency, global currency, and hard currency. You can see that multiple. So this is a entry. If you see the asset accounting, asset technical clearing account is going to be triggered here. Vendor account credit. So asset technical clearing account here. So asset technical clearing debiting, crediting, and this is asset accounting. And we have different dimensions. Local GAAP, 3 different currencies. 4 currencies. Document currency, company code currency, group currency, hard currency. And when you see that document currency, local currency, in ECC environment, you cannot give a different depreciation area with a different fiscal year. For all depreciation areas, you need to utilize only one fiscal year variant. You cannot use different fiscal year variant. That's a drawback in ECC environment. Here we can use it. So this is a IFRS. This is Jan to December. This is local GAAP is April to March. I gave it. It will update. And if you see that AFAB, we have running the depreciation through accounting principle. It is not there in ECC environment. Accounting principle is not there. We have planned posting run, restart, rerun, all these things options are there. Here, log details are there. Completely screen is changed. The total program is changed. Previously, the program is RAPOST program will trigger, correct? Now this program is different. FAAA depreciation _ post program. The total program is there, but only transaction code is they kept at the old one, AFAB one. The transaction code is AFAB, but total program is different. Let me show you that also. You can see the comparison between what is a old one, what is a new one. See, this is the old one, AFAB transaction. There is an accounting principle, a planned posting run, reposting run, all these things. The major changes are there in asset accounting. You are going to see that. Even legacy data uploading also. How you do the legacy uploading? AS91, first you will create asset master. Then AS92 will maintain asset values, accumulated depreciation values. Our current year depreciation values will maintain AS92, correct? And then after that, OASV will post it. OASV will post GL level, correct? That is not required. Okay, you have to create a asset master first, AS91. ABLDT will be there. ABLDT. So separate, yeah. So I didn't remember that. ABLDT. Okay, I'll tell you that later. Okay, one tree code will be there. There you can update asset level as well as GL level. Both will update. Instead of OASV? Yes, correct. OASV is not there. Because why we are going to the OASV? We are converted here. Because here In AS92, we are going to upload asset wise. All assets we are going to upload it first, and the total plant and machinery balances, accumulated depreciation, we are going to post in OAS. Correct? Consolidated asset value are going to be posted at GL level. But in SAP is not like that. You have to asset wise and GL wise at a time it will update. Even depreciation also. The previous in ECC environment, depreciation is going to be posted cost center wise. Correct or not? Cost center wise you can see that. But here in S4HANA, asset wise it will update. So a lot of changes are there. Okay. So we're going to see that. So majorly, database is simplified. So all tables, they removed it, they converted as a views, and the total finance data will be stored in BKPF and ACDOC table. But when it comes to logistics table, your MAT DOC table, it is going to be updated. All the tables are removed. And master data table point of view, there is no change. There is no change in master data table. So same tables are used it. SKA1, SKB1 and all these things. But only thing is your SKA1, SKB1 table, they added a cost element category. Previously, cost element category where it will store? Cost element master data will store, correct? That is added in the SKB1 table. That is, I'm going to show you in the table level also. When I'm explaining, when I'm creating a GL masters, okay, I'm going to explain, okay? And previously, secondary cost elements, is it required in a GL accounts? No, directly will create a CO. But secondary cost element will create a GL accounts also. I'm going to show you that secondary cost element, how we can create it. One more thing, in OBD4, we need to add secondary cost elements in the list also. I think it is starting this. Oh, this is an ECC. ECC system, it's not S4HANA system. It's S4HANA. Okay, here we have to create a separate groups for secondary cost elements. This is the groups we need to maintain. We need to create a GL accounts also. We need to create a GL accounts also for secondary cost elements. So like settlement assessment cost element, you have to create a GL account, and then we need to give the category for the 42 category. Assessment separate category we need to link it. So this is not there in the ECC environment. So secondary cost element has to be included in the GL account. That has to be maintained in a category with the GL accounts. So that's a major advantage. Okay. And I'm going to talk about the syllabus. Okay. So majorly 4 areas will be there. I'll give the presentation first. So 2-3 classes I'm going to talk about only presentation. So what changes are there in S4HANA? Okay. So what are the changes in every module level? Okay. Only presentation I'm going to show you. That is about overview of S4HANA, high level. Okay. But completely presentation. The theoretical part I'm going to explain it. Let us talk about second point is greenfield implementation. The complete prototype I'm going to show you to you. So freshly we are going to create a company codes, everything. I'm going to explain how FICO you learned it. Same way I'm going to, okay, but I'm not going to talk about what we learned already. Parked document, whole document, is it not required, correct? Wherever you want a S4HANA application, I'll explain it, but I'm not going to talk about all the things which is not required because you already learned in a FICO environment. So what is the delta? What is the new thing in S4HANA environment? I'm going to explain in greenfield implementation. But the core area, like foreign currency valuation in S4HANA, we can do that. Ledger creations. Here, in ECC environment, we have a leading ledger, non-leading ledger concept. But here, extension ledger concept is there. How I'm going to talk about, how I'm going to explain it, okay? That is what we are going to talk about myself. In ECC environment, we have real-time integration concept is there. That is not there in inbuilt SAP delivered inbuilt real-time integration. Whenever you do the post instance CO, it will be reflected in FI. The CO settings, you have to do in financial model completely. So separate settings are there in a CO point of view. We have extension ledger concept with that. So we have extension ledger concept is there. Standard ledger, extension ledger concept. Suppose let us assume in ECC environment, I have one leading ledger and 4 non-leading ledgers. What happens? Every transaction is going to be recorded in 4 times. Correct? 0 ledger it will update and non-leading ledgers also it will update in the tables. So means it is a redundant data, duplicate data. That is going to be avoided here. So only leading ledgers, the tables will be updated. Extension ledger it will not update. So only delta is going to be updated. Only delta is going to be updated. How it is going to be updated, we're going to see that. Okay. So we have extension ledger, standard ledger, non-leading ledgers will be there. So we are going to see that. Okay. And there is no real-time integration, but we have controlling integration is there. So we have separate controlling integration steps are there. How it is going to be updated. So when I'm posting a document with the cost center, it is going to be updated a cryptic document number in the controlling method. No need to separate, number is to be defined. So any cost subject, you are posting a FI document, then cryptic document number will be generated. So how it is going to be updated, we are going to see. Because of the steps only it will update. Okay. So that is where we call it as a syllabus point of view, greenfield implementation. Starting to ending. As I mentioned it, I'm going to cover new GL accounting. So you must know the new GL accounting. If you want to learn S4HANA, you must know the new GL accounting. Okay, I'm not going to explain again new GL accounting. Okay, but anybody don't know, tell me before. I'll give the brief introduction about the new GL accounting. What is the document splitting? What is the leading ledger, non-leading ledger? I'll explain once again, and then we'll go to that one. Okay, please let me know that if you don't know the new GL accounting. Okay. Because I'm not going to talk about again new GL accounting. Okay. So new GL accounting is mandatory in S4HANA. Okay. But here we have separate concept is there, extension ledger and standard ledger concept. Okay. So what is the difference between old new GL accounting? What is the new GL accounting in S4HANA? That is going to be delta concept we are going to explain. But completely we're going to talk about that new GL accounting concept. After that, we're going to talk about APAR model, business partner. So there is no customer master, vendor master here. There is no FK01 transaction, MK01 transaction, and VK01 transaction, all these transactions. Okay. And what is the customer master T code? Huh? FD? It is not there. FD01 transaction will take to your BP, business partner. You use FK01, FD01, MK01, all these things will directly go to the business partner only. In SAP S4HANA, they say business partner. The customer, vendor, everybody will talk about only business partner. Okay? Everything will be routed to business partner only. The business partner we need to create. The actually business partner concept is there in ECC also. ECC also it is their business partner, but that will be talked about in a FSCM model. If you are using FSCM model, CRM model, SRM model, they will use business partner only. They will not talk about customer vendor. So now, they made it mandatory now. In S4HANA, there is no customer, there is no vendor. Suppose, same party you are buying and selling the goods, what we do? We need to create a separate customer master, separate vendor master, correct? Same address, same details. So duplicate data, na? The duplicate data is avoided through business partner. Only one party is based on the role, because the company may deal with the vendors, the company may deal with customer, the company may deal with the agents, company may deal with employees. Everything will be treated as a business partner here. It depends on the roles and responsibility, but screens will be different. Screens will be different. Suppose the same party, I am working with employees. I need to create a separate vendor master. Na? The same party you are buying the goods. Separate vendor master we need to create. Na? Employee master we need to create. Vendor master we need to create. Same party I am selling the goods. Again I need to create a customer master. You got my point. In ECC environment, we have to create 3 master datas for the same party. That is not required in here. We can create only one master data, business partner, how to maintain the roles. It depends on the what activities you are doing with this party, the roles to be extended. That is the only one thing you have to do in a S4HANA. Business partners to be created. So we are going to talk about in APR module. There we are going to talk about the business partner migration. After that, I am going to talk about MM integration. So when I am explaining MM integration, Metal Ledger also we are going to configure. Metal Ledger is mandatory. Without Metal Ledger, we cannot implement MM model. Metal Ledger is also we are going to discuss that. And SD integration. Okay. So in greenfield implementation, complete flow you are going to talk about. Up to COPA. Okay. So how you have learned FICO model, same way you are going to learn, but you are not going to talk about very detailed all. But any topic specifically you want, I am going to explain it. Okay. Then migration. How you are going to do the migration? Because the customers may use ECC environment. How you are going to do the migration process? We have migration steps are there. A lot of migration steps are there. So migration steps. How to migrate GLs, how to migrate asset accounting, how to migrate controlling, material ledger, bank accounting, house banks. House banks creation is a very different process in SP. Okay. Normally house banks where we create? FI12, correct? It is not there here. It is moved to Fury. Fury applications it is moved. Okay. Because from end user point of view. So actually business house banks creation is configuration, SPRO. So that is moved directly to Fury. They can create, end users can create house banks, n number of house banks. Bank is also they can create it. And customer master, vendor master will create only bank is. But customers also, vendors also we can create a house banks. We can maintain that. That is a major change in bank accounting environment. Okay. We are going to talk about that. So means completely how we are going to do migration approach. Migration means ECC environment to S4HANA, how we can do the migration, what are the steps, migration steps are there. And I am going to talk about each module-wise changes. Module-wise changes, how the changes from compared to ECC environment. So what is my technical changes, table level changes, database technical changes means table level changes, what tables are impacted. So what is ECC tables, what is S4HANA tables. Navigational changes, how the navigation changes, or configuration navigation and easy access screen navigation, how navigation changed. Navigational changes, okay, the complete changes you are going to see that, okay. Architectural changes, functional changes, navigational changes, technical changes. These complete changes you are going to talk about, in this environment. Each module wise changes. Okay. So if you go to the very detailed simple finance GL, new GL parallel accounting concept, parallel currencies, how we can maintain, additional currencies, how we can maintain, document splitting, segment reporting, how we can do that, real-time integration, how it will happen. Separate real-time integration concept is there in ECC environment, that is not there. Completely it is integrated. How the tables are going to be impacted. Okay. Business partner functionality, house bank functionality, new asset accounting, lot of changes are there. COGS splitting, account-based COPA, how we can talk about. Okay, I'm going to talk about costing-based COPA, account-based COPA. COGS splitting, variance splitting, new material ledger with multiple currencies, how we can see the inventory in local currency, group currency and hard currency, how we can see that. Okay, legal valuation, profit center valuation, group valuation, how we can do that. So in the multiple ledgers and the actual price, with actual price also we can see that. Month-end activities, Fury reporting and Fury applications. Okay, and the Fury point of view, I already explained how we can do from easy access screen, GUI, and how we can do from Fury applications. How can you create a GL masters in a easy access screen? How can you create the same GL accounts in a Fury applications? How can you do that? That is also you're going to learn here. Migration, CYE migration, CY and a customer vendor integration. How we are going to be integrated business partners. So means already I have existing customers are there. Last 5 years I'm using ECC system. How these customers are going to be migrated with the business partner. How the vendors are migrated with the business partner. How we can create a common business partners. Okay. So if the business partner is created, how we can create a customers and how we can create a vendors. Both the ways. Customers will be converted as a business partners. Vendors will be converted as a business partners. At the same time, business partners will be converted as a customers and vendors also. How you can do that? These two-way process I am going to talk about that. The integration, CVI integration, migration process, migration steps, central finance overview, and certification also I am going to provide you. Certification material, certification related questions, and certification related support. So this is where my syllabus I am going to cover it. So any questions here? So every day 2 hours class will be there. Going forward, it's going to be extended to 2.5 hours class. Okay. So once everybody is comfortable, then I can increase it to 2.5 hours class. Saturday 2.5 hours, Sunday 2.5 hours class. Total 5 hours class will be there every weekend.
Sir, shall I have a questions?
Please go ahead.
Sir, actually, I'm traveling here and there due to my project and other things. So sometimes I might be miss your class. So there is any provision for that? If you have a provide recording and other things.
Recording is there, na?
Who will provide me? You will provide the recording, no?
Yes, I'll provide the recordings.
Thank
because
you, sir.
This class also will be provided the recordings. So every class I'm recording, okay? This recording I'm going to keep it in the Google Drive. You can access anywhere.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Because previously
So even
2000.
though you missed out a class, you're not going to miss anything.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. that is my concern. Actually, I am moving Bangladesh frequently, so that
No
is
problem. The recording will be there. Any class you missed out, you can look into the recording.
Thank you, sir.
And system access, I'm going to provide you online.
I will think about it because I have a system, but 1610 might be because I need a latest one. Okay, I will definitely talk to you regarding that matter.
Yeah,
And
that's your wish.
Definitely, sir.
System access, your wish only.
Okay. And if you provide your number, if it is possible, then only.
So my number is you can write it down.
Yes, sir.
9618.
9618.
My mail ID igr.fico@gmail.com. And institute mail ID vtapit hyd@gmail.com.
Okay, definitely, sir. Thank you. And one another question. So, how long it will take to complete this thing? I don't think so.
3 months.
Sir, 3 months is great, but I hope it will take more because what's happened last.
Definitely, sometimes it may be vary. Sometimes, suppose you may cancel the classes.
Yes. So
But what are the topics I mentioned? Completely, I'll cover it. Then only I'll leave you.
Thank you, sir. That I know. That's why I'm there. Thank you very much, sir.
So I'm not going to bother about the timings. Okay, I'm just going to lump the subject to you people. That's all.
Okay. I don't have.
Whatever I know, I'll explain it.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, can you cover the GST part?
GST?
GST part in S4HANA?
Yes. We are going to talk about. But we're not very depth into that. Okay. So major process related to finance. Hello. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Please tell me.
The major scenarios you're going to cover in GST point of view. Procurement, sales related scenarios are going to cover GST.
Okay, right, sir. Thank you.
Non-deductible, deductible, okay? IGST, CGST, everything are going to cover it.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Because in ECC environment, we need to implement a lot of GST nodes, correct? That is not required in S4HANA. Inbuilt it is provided. GST nodes not implemented, it is included already.
Okay, sir. Right.
But basic configuration you need to do, I'll explain the configuration.
Sir, how to do GST reporting in S4HANA?
How to do?
GST reporting in S4HANA.
That's what I'm going to explain it.
Okay, right, sir.
Don't worry. Anybody else? Subject point of view, syllabus point of view, any questions? So thank you very much. We'll catch you tomorrow, same time. Okay? And tomorrow we'll have a 2 hours class. Okay? It's only demo and we'll continue that. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a nice day to all.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Anybody having questions, please?
Yeah, hi sir, this is Vinod. I just wanted to know about the certification part. Will be able to help out or something?
Yes. I'm going to provide certification details and then certification material also. Let me show you the material also. I'm going to. The complete documents will be there. Certification material. I'm going to provide you that. 1610, 1709. And interview questions also I'm going to provide you. So, anything else?
No, that's
So this is material, academy material, okay? So thank you very much for everyone. So I think you don't have any questions.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.